Hello friends, welcome to my channel Cryptic Wisdom. In Zen teachings, true strength and wisdom are not measured by external accomplishments or the ability to conquer others, but are deeply rooted in inner mastery and self-awareness. Strength in Zen is about the power to remain centered and calm amidst life's storms, to respond to challenges with clarity rather than reacting impulsively. It is the strength that comes from understanding one's own mind, emotions, and reactions, and cultivating a profound sense of inner peace. This internal fortitude allows one to face adversity with grace, not because one is invincible, but because one has learned to accept and manage the turbulence within. Wisdom, in the Zen tradition, is also an inner quality. It is not merely about acquiring knowledge or accumulating experiences, but about realizing the nature of one's own mind and the interconnectedness of all things. This kind of wisdom comes from a deep, intuitive understanding rather than intellectual analysis. It is the wisdom that emerges from stillness and meditation, where one perceives the world with an unclouded mind and sees beyond superficial appearances to grasp the essence of reality. Zen masters often emphasize that the journey towards inner strength and wisdom is a continuous practice, not a destination. It involves the consistent effort of self-reflection, meditation, and mindful living. Through these practices, one learns to observe and understand one's thoughts and emotions without being swayed by them. True strength is thus the ability to maintain composure and make choices rooted in insight rather than in fear or desire. Wisdom is the clarity that comes from being fully present and engaged with life as it unfolds. Ultimately, Zen teaches that the greatest power lies within each individual. By nurturing inner strength and wisdom, one can navigate life's challenges with resilience and insight. This internal journey fosters a profound sense of peace and fulfillment that is not dependent on external circumstances, but is a reflection of one's deep connection with the self and the world. In this way, true strength and wisdom become a natural expression of living in harmony with one's own nature and the nature of reality. So friends, let's start today's story. Once, in a tranquil village nestled between towering mountains, there lived a legendary warrior known for his unparalleled skill in combat and wisdom in life. Despite his advancing age, his prowess remained unmatched, and his reputation as an invincible master drew countless students from distant lands, eager to learn the secrets of his strength and strategy. The master, though old, carried himself with a serene dignity. His wisdom gleaned not just from battles fought, but from the deeper understanding of life and its many facets. One fateful day, news spread through the village like wildfire. A notorious young warrior had arrived, his reputation built on the ruins of his opponent's defeat. Arrogant and driven by the desire to make his name immortal, this young warrior had heard of the great master and was determined to be the first to defeat him. Unlike others, this warrior possessed an uncanny ability to detect even the slightest weakness in his opponents. He thrived on the mistakes of others, waiting with bated breath for them to make the first move, which he would then exploit with brutal efficiency. None who faced him had ever lasted beyond the first strike. Despite the concern and advice of his loyal students, who feared for his safety, the old master accepted the challenge with a calm smile. The day of the duel arrived, and the villagers gathered, hearts heavy with anticipation, knowing they might witness the fall of their revered teacher. As the two warriors stood face to face, the young challenger sneered with confidence. He began his assault not with his sword, but with his words. He hurled insults at the master, each more vicious than the last, hoping to break his composure. He spat on him, threw dirt in his face, and cursed him with every vile word he could muster, all in an attempt to provoke a reaction. Hours passed, and the crowd watched in stunned silence as the old master remained unmoved. He stood there, as steady as a mountain, his eyes reflecting the calm of a still lake. The young warrior's insults grew more desperate, his voice hoarse from the effort. But still, the master did not budge. Eventually, the young warrior's energy waned, his fury exhausted, and his spirit broken by the master's unwavering calm. He realized he had been defeated not by physical force, but by the sheer strength of the master's mind and heart. Ashamed and humiliated, the young warrior turned and left the village, his hopes of glory shattered. After the young warrior's departure, the master's students, who had watched the entire ordeal with bated breath, approached their teacher with a mix of awe and confusion. "Master," they asked, "how could you endure such humiliation? Why did you not fight back and defend your honor?" The master looked at them with gentle eyes and replied, "If someone comes to give you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" The students pondered his words, and slowly, the truth of his lesson dawned upon them. The master continued, "Anger, insults, and hatred are like gifts. If you refuse to accept them, they remain with the giver. The young warrior came with the gift of his fury, but I chose not to accept it. By doing so, I remained at peace, while he was consumed by his own anger." The students bowed their heads in understanding, realizing that true strength lies not in the ability to conquer others, but in the mastery of oneself. They left the encounter with a deeper respect for their master, knowing they had witnessed not just a battle of warriors, but a profound lesson in the art of living. True strength and wisdom come from within. It is not the ability to overpower others, but the ability to remain calm and centered in the face of provocation that defines a true warrior. By mastering one's own emotions and refusing to be drawn into the negativity of others, one can maintain peace and clarity no matter the external circumstances.